The Australian government, as part of a global operation, has struck a heavy blow against organised crime, not just in this country, but one that will echo around the world.
I really appreciate you joining me today, and it's not every day that the police find gold bullion in West London, but today raids resulted in police finding large amounts of money and also gold. There has been a lot of weird activity in London this week, and there was even a tornado on Friday in the Barking area of Essex.
What's up here? What door? Yo, look at this. Yeah, the street is illuminated. What's up?
And the newspapers have said 84 million in drugs. It was 500 kilos of cocaine that was being sent from the UK to Australia. A 55-year-old woman and a man that's 32 years old have been detained by the NCA at an address in Hanwell, which is 6 minutes away from Hounslow. This was on June the 21st, and a 31-year-old woman was arrested at a property in the Hounslow area also. The arrests were made after 500 kilos of cocaine with a street value of 84 million were seized at Sydney Airport on May the 15th. Australian Border Force officers found the drugs concealed in a consignment described as lift and tailgate parts, which was shipped from Heathrow using a UK freight agent. At the address in Hanwell, gold bullion thought to be worth £250,000 was seized along with keys to a safety deposit box containing 60 grand in cash. All three were arrested on suspicion of conspiring to export Class A drugs and fraud and breaches of the Aviation Security Act. New South Wales Police in Australia made several arrests as well, and 3 people in connection with the importation on May the 18th. NCA Branch Commander Andy Noy said our investigation is looking into a sophisticated network of criminals that are smuggling in drugs to Australia via air freight. Some of them involved the knowledge of air freight, and some of them exploited people working in the security elements of this. So this comes at a coincidental time when Anom has just been hacked as well, and there's been recent arrests in relation to that in Australia, and they've also arrested a man that works in an Australian airport, and he was operating some of the importations. And this was only on June the 12th as well. 2 were charged after the Sydney airport, the same airport that these drugs were sent to. And they launched an investigation called Operation Ironside, which is the investigation for the fake phone app that the FBI created to catch criminals worldwide. AustraliaNews.com reports that Frank Meredith, a 31-year-old, has been arrested at Sydney Airport, and he operates for the Dubai National Air Travel Agency, and was arrested along with a 35-year-old woman from the Liverpool area. So this is Liverpool in Australia, not the UK. The investigation, they said, has been ongoing since March 2019, and the seizure of 38 kilograms of methamphetamine that had allegedly been imported into Sydney from Canada. After the initial arrest, further investigations into the Anom phone platform led the Australian Federal Police to the infiltration of the Sydney Airport importer, and to suspect that Mr. Meredith, who is allegedly acting as an overseer of importation. Police will allege that the man had an encrypted phone, and he used a burner phone to communicate with other criminal syndicates. The Australian police said in a statement on Saturday, that the AFP intelligence from Operation Ironside allegedly revealed the syndicate had begun planning operations and importations through Sydney Airport since 2019. Police believe that he was a trusted insider that gained access, and he communicated via the encrypted network. Police carried out search warrants in Sydney on Thursday, where officers seized approximately 100 grand in cash, a small quantity of steroids, and other drugs as well. Financial analysis investigators in relation to the Sydney arrest of the man and the woman revealed they allegedly dealt with approximately £600,000 that the police suspect was proceeds of crime. The Dubai Air Agency has disassociated themselves with him, so I'm sure we can assume he's going to lose his job. So this is just the latest in a series of arrests around the world, in America, the UK and France and Australia, for this fake application that the FBI created. It was supposed to be the impenetrable underworld communication tool, and it existed alongside EncroChat, but when EncroChat was taken down, a lot more criminals chose to use it. The Australian police made hundreds of arrests, and tens of millions of dollars in assets were seized. And they made the application Anom back in 2018, and it was only operated by criminals and could only be accessed by being recommended by a fellow criminal. The Australian police seized 3.7 metric tons of drugs due to the hacking of the phones, and they believe they're connected to Australian-based mafias and also outlaw motorbike gangs. Operation Ironside is a 3-year collaboration between the FBI, Europol, AFP, New Zealand, and the NCA. Speaking at a news conference on Tuesday, the AFP's Commissioner Rhys Kenshaw said, "Multiple criminal plots have been foiled and we've prevented at least 22 murders that were ordered. So I've done 2 videos already about this application hack. So please don't forget to go and check out the other videos that I've done on Australia and also the UK arrests." And I really appreciate you joining me for this episode. I'll be back again very shortly. Please don't forget to join us online as well at scarcitystudios.com. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace.